That's right, baby. Fucking Dynasty. But we're not here to talk about that. I'm here to speak on Star Wars. The Mediocrity Awakens. Or the Mech Awakens. I don't understand the appeal of Star Wars. Star Wars is like for 40, 50, 60-year-old man children who are still stuck in their past because they have pedophile tendencies. There's no reason why you should want to see this movie. Unless you're like me. The reason I even thought about seeing this movie is, well, for one reason. Well, two reasons. One is because I could really care less about the fucking previous 6 fucking movies. They're straight mediocre as fuck and childish and just not entertaining. Just wanted to commit suicide every single time I watched one of them. This one is done by J.J. Abrams. So I do like J.J. Abrams. He is a competent director. And number 2 reason is it was leaked that the actors from two of the best action movies of all time, The Raid and Raid 2, that the 3 main fighters from that movie were going to be in Star Wars. And I was excited. And they are in Star Wars. But why are they in Star Wars? That's the thing. I thought they were actually, J.J. Abrams was going to use them for their awesomeness and their epic choreography that they do in all their martial arts movies, specifically The Raid and The Raid 2, and use that to make some awesome action scene within Star Wars. No! Why do you bring them in for just a cameo that lasts less than a couple of minutes? All 3 main fighters from the Raid movies, the assassin from Raid 2 that fights at the very end of the movie with the main character, the main character from both movies, and then that little guy that fights the both brothers at the end of the first movie when it's a 2 versus 1 fight. Yeah, so all 3 of those fighters were in the Star Wars movie, and they were literally not utilized other than showing up and saying some shit in Indonesian, and basically they left. That right there just killed the movie. And initially I'm like, okay, well, maybe they're going to come back in another scene and they're going to be actually utilized for something. But they were utilized for nothing. There was so much potential there to create one of the most amazing action sequences in Star Wars history and make the movie relevant. But nothing happened. Nothing happened. What the fuck? And that's not really a spoiler to the movie, because I'm not really spoiling anything except for possible Raid fans watching the movie. When they showed the Raid characters, I was like, yeah! I was the only one in the movie theater, even that knew who these people were. And nobody got it. Because, the crowd cheers for, random bullshit because, the Star Wars logo appeared on the fucking screen. Ooh, everybody's clapping and fucking rejoicing. Sit the fuck down and relax. Alright? You saw that Star Wars logo, fucking everywhere, multiple hundreds of times. Just calm the fuck down. It's not that serious. People dressing it up as when fucking, togas and, the Jedi outfits and Darth Vader helmets, and people are waiting for hours before this movie to be in. It's just how can you live with yourself knowing that you are such a fucking social degenerate? I mean, who the fuck dresses up to go to a fucking movie theater? You're a grown ass person. It's for. And the movie's not even... I understand if the movie was great. These movies are not even great. they're just like a fanboy's wet dream. If you're not a fanboy, like, these aren't great movies. They are not. How do you know a great movie from a not so great movie? Well, a great movie could have people that are not complete dick writers, or not even fans of the movie, or like the series, or the lore, and still they will think that that movie is, wow, that was a great movie. No, this movie was, when it wasn't bad, I'm not going to say it's bad, but it's definitely nothing special. I definitely wouldn't pay to go see this again. I might have to, though, because I might have to go see it with somebody because they wanted to go see it, and I look like an asshole if I don't go with them. But I have no desire whatsoever to go see that movie again. There's actually times in the movie that I literally, like, I dozed off. I was just like... It wasn't really that special, and I don't want to spoil anything, but there was just, like, some shit that just didn't make any sense. That was just magical. It's like... You have people that were trained in a certain art for, like, their entire lives, and then somebody that's never trained is better than them. Cool story, bro. Other than, like, yo, this is cool story, bro. You should call it the fucking Star Wars Cool Story Awakens, because everything about it was just a very fucking cool story, bro. And then the new Death Star, or whatever, that's not even a Death Star, it's like a planet. It's just like, who approved this idea? Who would, you know, and of course all the fucking, like, Star Wars people are like riding the dick. This is like the best movie. I mean, it's probably the best directed movie of all of them. Like, it did have like some legit like production value behind it. It did seem, I took this movie a lot more serious than I took the previous movies. It just had a more serious feel to it. I did enjoy that. And it didn't seem like overly ridiculous and childish like the other movies. So I will give it that. But at the end of the day, it's still Star Wars. It's still a dick writer's wet dream. And that's all this movie really is. So unless you're a dick writer, this movie is mediocre at best. And those are the facts. Accept them. Live with them. And deal with it.